Yeah, Sunday is going to be an active one without a doubt. Today and even the first part of tomorrow, not a bad day to prep. It's going to be chilly, but at least the sun's out and the weather's quiet. Then we have Saturday evening into Sunday evening. That's our time frame for the storm. And even next week, we have a chance at quite a bit of flooding as temperatures return to above average levels. But we'll start with today. Here's the chill. Temperatures peaking outside. These are your highs here in the low to mid 30s. Plenty of sunshine. It's going to look warmer than it is, but it's going to be chilly. Not quite as cold as this morning as we head into Saturday morning. Still chilly, though. Temperatures returning to the lower 20s across the board here. And then as we get into your Saturday, we watch as the snow approaches. Notice a lot of these temps, though, are above freezing. This is indicative of the relative cold air, but, not deep cold air. We really don't have a deep cold air mass, and for that reason, mixing is going to be a factor in this storm system. Let's get you over to Futurecast. We'll time this out. Here we are around 4 o'clock. Sun is just beginning to go down here in Boston. Snow's not in New England yet, but it moves in pretty quickly as our whole system approaches. Now, by the time we get to about 10 o'clock on Saturday, it does appear snow will be quite widespread, and it will be pretty heavy from the onset. Now, I'll also say there will be some mixing from the onset, especially if you're east of I-95. As we head through the overnight and into Sunday morning, that snow is going to remain at its heaviest, but there will still be mixing for many of these locations in eastern Mass. In fact, we may have to wait until 10, 11, 12 for that to begin to get cut back as our wind switches to northerly and colder air comes in. But the worst of this storm will most certainly be in the early to mid-morning time frame on Sunday. After we get into the afternoon, there is still going to be snow falling, but it will not be quite as heavy. You can see around 4 o'clock, temperatures will have dropped at this point, so even those areas that have seen mixing will see snow towards the end of this, but the entire system will take until around the evening after sunset on Sunday to be out of here. Those peak winds, by the way, they're going to come Sunday morning too. Our snowfall amounts for Sunday at the end of the day, once it's all said and done, are going to be largely skewed based on temperatures. The heaviest snow, of course, is going to be in the interior of southern New England. I expect a widespread 6 to 10 inches with some localized pockets of up to a foot, very possible. Now, you're going to see a sharp cutoff here, though, from that heaviest snow to this 1 to 3 zone, which you're seeing coat much of the South Shore, much of southeastern Mass. That's where we're going to have the most mixing, and our battleground is right here. So you could be on the South Shore, you could be in Brockton and see about 3 inches of snow on the ground, and then you could be up in Medfield seeing about 8 or 9. That's what the trickiest part of this forecast is, narrowing down the exact temperatures, because as you can see, that's going to have a big impact on how much snow falls. Boston could see 3 inches, Newton could see something close to 6 or 7. That's the type of storm we're talking about. Now, that's going to lead to power outages too. The heavy, wet nature of the snow, the greatest chance for those power outages is going to be skewed towards the eastern part of the state, where you'll get that combination of wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour and that heavy wet snow. So the wind on its own isn't going to do any significant damage, but the heavy snow is certainly going to add to it. So we're on weather alert Sunday, of course, but we also have a weather alert for the upcoming Wednesday. That's as temperatures warm quickly. We have a lot of rain on its way, and it's going to melt snow on the ground. Be prepared, as we'll be watching the potential for flooding by the middle of next week.